Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Whew. I'm freezing. I was drinking Hawaiian Punch. Drinking Hawaiian Punch, now I'm cold. Hmm. Why is everyone saying I was late? That was perfectly executed timing. Please never kiss the wall. My first kiss with the Wailing Wall. I'm saving my first kiss for the Wailing Wall. You want your crypto? The Goy Ginger is here. That's great. Thoughts on BTC dipping below 100K? Perfectly standard market conditions. Perfectly standard. No, I don't know. I mean, hopefully it's not the end of the bull run. Oh, is that what that ended up being? I saw a Cowboys player died, a second round pick. Sad situation. I guess it was a suicide. Where's the dude that had girl trouble yesterday? That was unfortunate. And then he's asking me like I'm this connoisseur in women, like I know anything. I'm trying to give him this like cookie cutter advice. It's just a sad situation all around. I guess it's the state of it. Police chase, then he ran on foot, then suicide. Yep, just a sad situation there. Doug Martin, the former running back, died. Similar thing. He was in police custody or something, and I don't know if the exact details came out on that. Yeah, did you see the Kanye? That dude is really bipolar. He's got like he's got several disorders. Now he's trying to apologize to rabbis after writing that song. I mean, it's like he didn't have any type of record either, did he? I don't know. The only thing I know is that he died, and then someone said he committed suicide. So I was like, okay. Groper's crashing out because Ye is no longer hates the J. Well, he does that where he'll like he's just really I don't know why they hitched their wagon to him, but that's kind of what he is. He just is very strange in terms of he's unpredictable. $1 trillion pay package. What for Tesla stock? What's up? Do you like French toast? No, I'm not a fan of syrup, and French toast requires syrup, so I'm not a big fan of French toast, honestly. The only breakfast stuff I like waffles. Waffles are good. I really don't like pancakes because I don't like syrup, but waffles, cinnamon rolls, and that type of stuff is good. I was gonna upload this video. I was gonna upload it maybe tonight. I saw the Antonio Brown stuff. Antonio Brown now in custody, attempted murder. I was wondering. You eat waffles with no syrup? Yeah, you could have waffles with butter and it'd be fine. Let's not get ridiculous. But yeah, you could have waffles with butter. It tastes good. Syrup is like I can't do syrup. I could never eat syrup. I could never have jelly or syrup. Those are two things I can't have. I'm banned from Canada. Oh, I know they that's a main export. The guy was overthinking his dating life so much. It's a sad story. I mean, I don't know. And then she tries to come to me for advice of all people. Like, what am I gonna tell this guy? I tell people you have to meet women in real life because it's just.
At Chili SF tip $5 through Super Chat. Next day people video you do, you should predict the games instead of just looking at it. Love the CFB and political coverage. Been watching for 2 years now.
Well, what do you mean when I do the AP poll update? Well, that's I mean it's kind of hard to predict the next games because those videos are done on Sunday. I'm not really going to be predicting the next games, or unless you're talking about doing a separate video entirely. But when I do those AP poll update videos, those are done on Sunday. So I'd be predicting the next Saturday games. I already do predictions on Monday. What's your take on Matt Walsh attacking Sneeko? Yeah, well, Sneeko's just another one obsessed with Israel for everything, and they're blaming these losses, these localized losses in two different states on the fact that Trump won't denounce Israel or something, or because they're doing this thing where you guys notice they're making us pick. They're saying, well, if you don't pick Nick Fuentes and America First, you're Israel First with Ben Shapiro. So they try and do this thing to us where they make us pick, and then they say, ooh, if you don't pick Nick Fuentes, you're a Zionist shill. So they're trying to do that. I mean, you can see it. They're making you choose. Like this internet thing. It's strange. Someone really made an Orthodox Jew fan account. Yeah, he made it on Twitter. He made one on Twitter. He keeps commenting on my stuff. I don't get many notifications on Twitter, and there's a constant Jew account that keeps coming up. You saw Tucker Carlson kissing Nick's ass? Well, he went on Megyn Kelly, and I think they were talking. I don't know, maybe that was at some type of event or something. I saw an interview with Megyn Kelly. Yeah, I know there's one on here too. I know there's an account on here, but I'm just saying it's on X as well. Mhm. You see the moon tonight? So pretty. I have a really clear shot of the moon from normally I'll be able to see it. I haven't seen it tonight, but yeah. I wonder if they will make an iPhone that you can actually take a picture of the moon. Big old supermoon tonight. It's bright as hell. Really? Yeah, I woke up at 7 a.m. and it was really bright out. I guess that's the trade-off with the time change. You can see the asteroid, Atlas, whatever. Atlas 3I or whatever. Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi finally retires. And Scott Jennings roasts her. I mean, it's like, finally. It's a little bit late, Nancy. Did you see Ted Cruz not voting on the filibuster? No, I didn't see that. The alien spaceship disguised as an asteroid. Yeah, that's the rumor. It's the theory. If the U.S. doesn't have sovereignty, then we will continue to be occupied and controlled by neocon Zionists or democratic socialists. Well, I mean, that's just kind of what it's devolved into in Congress. How are you really going to overhaul Congress? I mean, think about how many people that get elected. You know, there's an entire system that's set up when you get elected. Like, imagine a normie, like anyone, you go and run for Congress, you go and run for Senate, whatever, or House or a district. You know, the second you get in, they turn you through all these different funding mechanisms, and you've got donors, and the only way you can win is by raising money. And then when you raise the money that you raise comes from people that are going to want you to pass certain things, and then you must pass those things. And so the entire thing just gets corrupted via money. And obviously we've seen it with AIPAC to an extreme, but you know, there's other things as well into it. But I mean, all these people get corrupted because to win in a lot of these cases, these high profile races in districts or you know, like a statewide Senate race, it requires a lot of money. And where you're getting that money from, I mean, there's gonna be favors in return. They're not gonna give you the money for nothing. The UCLA, yeah, I did see that. Yeah, what a bad situation that is for UCLA, because I know SoFi is a lot closer to their campus, but either way, I mean, playing at SoFi, the games would be dead. They wouldn't be able to sell them out. The Rose Bowl right now, where they play, the games are dead. They can't come close to selling it out. So no matter what for UCLA, unless they somehow are able to get the money and build like an on-campus stadium, um, it's a terrible situation for them. Should we get rid of the filibuster? I think so. Yeah, I mean, I think it would be. I mean, you could say it's going to backfire on them when Democrats get control, but I think the Democrats are going to justify removing it anyways and say, well, Trump had so much power, we're going to remove it. You know, they've already justified political violence against Republicans, so I think they're going to remove it anyways or get rid of it. So you might as well just get rid of it to try and be able to pass some type of legislation while Trump is in, because otherwise, I mean, the Democrats are getting exactly what they want. Think about it. Trump's approval rating now is at a yearly low, or like since he entered second term, it's at a second term low. And they just won their two elections, and they can say it's based off of the shutdown, so they can say they're winning the shutdown. So just get rid of the filibuster at this point. Did you see Tucker kissing? I mean, yeah, somebody else said that. I mean, I saw some of it with Megyn Kelly. You're talking about. I saw some of the interview. You're 220, so maybe you're extra. It depends your height. But yeah, if you're an American, you're 220. I'm gonna assume you're probably fat. Honestly, that's just how it is in America. We really gotta focus on health, and you know, we got to get people skinnier in the country. I mean, there's no. It's a huge issue. I mean, the Europeans have such terrible. They have these they just assume like that stereotypes. They just call us all fat. That's what Europeans do. You talk to any of them. Would you agree Nick Fuentes is a mixture of Andrew Tate, Charlie Kirk, and Tucker Carlson? No, no, I don't think you can really compare that. I don't think you can really compare him to those people. You're 5'9", 150, farthest. I'm basically 5'9", 150. I might be like 5'9", 153, honestly. The exact same as you. It's 5'4", 260 bad. That's a winter's bulk if I've ever seen one. Ozempic, you know, I hear some bad things about Ozempic and eyesight. I would never get on Ozempic. I mean, listen, if people have to do it, but there should be like a willpower thing to not eat, I think. But listen, it helps people. Like, think about it. Ozempic does just make you not hungry, but it has like long-term effects to where even when you stop taking it. But it is an interesting drug. Like, think about that. You could eat like 200 calories in a day and not be hungry. It's just strange. Like, the hunger hormone is really suppressed to the point of like it just doesn't exist. What happened to the dude who collapsed in the Oval Office? What was that? Dude, I saw on Reddit. It's like on our pics. I mean, all these subreddits are so liberal. There was one picture of Trump like looking forward, and the guy to the side is collapsed, and Trump's looking forward, and he has this look of like a little bit of disdain or whatever, but it's just like, it's a photo and it just captured in a single moment. And they're like, oh man, that shows that Trump is a bad person who doesn't care. But yeah, the dude collapses. There's Dr. Oz, like, to bring him down. I mean, I saw that, yeah. And then they snap this photo and they're like, well, Trump doesn't care. That shows that depicts that Trump doesn't care about anyone but himself because this dude's getting attention because he collapsed, really. How do we save America? I don't even know. I mean, I did. You'd have to go through some type of have massive change in the country. I mean, at this point, we're just trying to settle for Republicans to win some of these races. Oh yeah, I know Reddit's a liberal cesspool. I go on there for like a few different subreddits and stuff. So there are a few subreddits that are all right. But even those subreddits, people get really bitchy on them, and people are just miserable in general on the internet. But it's like to the 10th degree on Reddit because everyone's an anon. They just get so angry. Elon Musk's salute thing. Oh yeah, they went crazy. Wow, Typhoon, you really emptied the bank on that one. Now I can buy one SPX coin. I said I was going to give someone, the person, I think Laura, I said I was going to give her one SPX coin because she commented first. Maybe I can use your donation now. The whale. That's a whale. That's a Web3 whale. Oh, Juan, I appreciate the donation. Did you see under deposition and oath that Bonevie had lied about getting a rock thrown at him before he threw a can of tear gas? Not a good look for DHS. I don't know who you're talking about, honestly. But, submit to Fuentes if you want to win. Is that where we're going with this? With these donations? Really? Genty curb stopping the Broncos right now. That's right. It is Thursday Night Football. I always forget what day it is when I do these streams. But no, I remember now. Ha. Yeah, all right. And that always happens. This always happens. How long have I been live? I was only live for 20 minutes. About 20 minutes there. Welcome back. Bro, it's always the same thing. Yeah, my crypto portfolio is fucked. Yeah, you didn't miss much. I went live later. I mean, you should actually be able to tell when I started streaming, but I'll just tell you anyways. Thoughts on flight cancellation starting tomorrow? What, because of the shutdown with the TSA? Is that why there's the TSA people aren't going to work now? Groiper curse on your stream? Well, that would have had to have been happening for. I mean, that happens basically every stream. Now, it happens honestly like every other stream. I went through a. I need to get wired connection. Yeah, it is darkest before the dawn. That's the thing. It builds character. You got to hold through this. Hold through it. When is Trump opening the government? I would figure soon. It has to be soon. It's got to be soon. Now it is the longest shutdown. They said by what with today now it's like 39 days or whatever. It's the longest shutdown. Dude, I'm sick of hearing about the gripers, man. It's like it's just every stream. Dr. Oz. The dude collapsed into Dr. Oz's hands. I guess you're in good hands, literally. You collapse into Dr. Oz's hands. I don't know what happened to that dude. I think it was just maybe he fainted. You think gay marriage will be overturned tomorrow? Dude, that's the last thing we need, man. Because that's another Roe v. Wade. No, I didn't even know they were hearing something on that. The Supreme Court. I mean, I knew it was coming, but is there odds on that getting overturned or them ruling on that? Play the Cruz clip. This is an odd photo.
I'm sure you were at the Republican breakfast with President Trump. What is all right? He wants to end the filibuster, okay? And he's campaigning on it, talking about it, tweeting on it. He talked to you all at the breakfast meeting. What does Senator Ted Cruz think about this?
Look, the votes are not there to end the filibuster. It is not every president of our lifetime has wanted to end the filibuster, because if you want to move legislation through, the filibuster necessarily slows things down. I can tell you that when Joe Biden was in the White House and Democrats had the House and Senate, it is only the filibuster that stopped us from absolute devastation.
I'm sure you were at the Republican breakfast.
Yeah, but I mean, if they end up actually removing it, it blows up in your face, because why didn't you do it? They've got the cryptocurrencies on the ticker. Why would they have Tether? Dude, why do they have Tether on their bottom ticker? Well, it's just boomer slop. Like we need to see the price of Tether. They have Tether on their bottom screen. Oh, Tether is at 1.0000001. Okay. ESPN got rid of ESPN Bet. Yeah, I did see that. I actually liked when they showed ESPN Bet. I don't bet, but I like looking at the odds and stuff like that. Liberal slop. Tether is up. I know. They were like, Tether is down 0.0000012%. Gunther Eagleman is the MAGA boomer final boss. That would be Cat Turd. The turd you can't flush. Cat Turd is the boomer final boss. Dude, you see him in real life. He's a small man. He always wears sunglasses. He's got the hat, the cowboy hat. The influencer you can't flush. Fetterman needs to be Republican. I don't think he's going to. I mean, he might run as an independent maybe, or not run at all. People are like, damn, that Tether coin stays at $1. It's crazy. When will it ever move? When will it move? SPX are pudgy penguins. SPX. No, the Penguins is like that's like a cabal that was launched and it didn't organically, it was already at like they had a pre-sale and all this. You don't want to be involved in a coin like that. Let me tell you something, especially a meme coin with like a pre-sale that's like got a baked in price before launch. Absolutely not. Even if they do have a team, Gypsy Crusader clip, I would be banned in probably a millisecond. Do you goon? What do you think? It's No Nut November. I'm committed to that. Do you have a problem with APAC? I mean, as long as they keep sending me the $7,000, I'm gonna shut up about them. Obviously, APAC should be illegal or should be have to register as a foreign lobby. Semen and improves your hearing to where you don't need a hearing aid if you go through semen retention for a year. That's what I heard. I mean, what is this? 10 of 10, femboy. 1 of 10. Yeah, I'm not answering. How about neither? I'm not interested. That's the thing is you get the gripers in the stream, and this is what the questions devolve into. I'm paid by Cutter. Maybe I'll get paid by both. Hopefully, I'll be a dual agent. I'll be a dual Cutter Israel asset. Why did you silence? I never silenced you, bro. I never silenced you. Sydney Sweeney says I'm not apologizing for shit. She's like, well, you said white people have superior genes, and Sydney Sweeney's like, and what about it, bitch? Will tariffs go bye bye? I heard there was a problem with the tariff ruling. I don't know. I heard that Trump is angry and it might get shot down. And there was always a chance that when the Supreme Court ruled on that, it would get shot down. Now I don't know what that means. I mean, Trump said they're gonna have to give back the money. Like what? You're gonna have to give back the money based on the tariffs that we had because we had deals in place. Yeah, that rumor. I mean, Sydney Sweeney was basically nude. Did you see Cristiano Ronaldo praise Donald Trump? Yeah, I did see that on Piers Morgan. So that's good. I mean, Ronaldo is like one of the biggest figures, or in Europe, around, or I guess within the world, within soccer or football. Why are we struggling in midterms? Well, it's not the midterms. The midterms haven't happened yet. So it was an off-year election they struggled in.
I'm literally in jeans and a t-shirt like every day of my life.
Jeans are uncontroversial. Jeans are awesome.
Yeah, I like your
You
jeans.
look great in your jeans. I think I know how you're going to answer this, but I'm going to ask anyway. I mean, the president tweeted about the jeans ad, or Truth Socialed about the jeans ad, and that just seems to me like a very crazy moment for anyone. And I wondered what that was like.
It was surreal.
It was surreal. And it would be totally human. I would probably feel like thankful that somebody had my back in public, you know, and conveniently, some very powerful people had my back in public. And I wondered if you felt that way.
I don't think that it's not that that feeling I didn't have that feeling, but I wasn't thinking of it like that, or like of any of it. I kind of just put my phone away. I was filming every day. I'm filming Euphoria, so I'm working like 16-hour days, and I don't really bring my phone on set, so I work and then I go home and I go to sleep. So I didn't really see a lot of it.
You've made a really good case for keeping.
You think Sweeney gets hate from mostly females because she gets a lot of male attention? It's jealousy from them. Yeah, well, it's also she's very traditional in terms of just her figure. Really skinny, big boobs. They don't like that. They don't want you to fit into that mold. And so, you know, it's also she gets a lot of male attention, but also, you know, she is conservative. Or at least she has a conservative family. She's a 10 of 10.
Your thoughts and your life separate from that work. But the risk is that, you know, there's a chance that somebody will get some idea about what you think about certain issues and feel like, I don't want to see Christy because of that. Like, do you worry about that?
No.
The criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like, white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like, that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
So that's basically, fuck off, you know. You're not going to get me to apologize for that. So that's Sydney Sweeney.
At Carboy 5447 tip $5 through Super Chat. GTA 6 has been delayed to November next year and I'm devastated.
Yeah, did you hear the rumor? They said it's going to be delayed until 2027. They have developers at Rockstar. They say it's going to be delayed until 2020. This game is just insane how many times this game has to... Number one, it takes them 10 years to even come out with a trailer. And then they delay it 5 times, and now they're going to delay it again. I think they're going to delay it until 2027, man. That's what I heard. GTA will be immigrant slop. I mean, I just want to see the open world. Like, I want to see the whatever. Where is it, in Miami or whatever? I wish it was in, like, fucking Denver, Colorado or something, but... I mean, I want to see it. The GTA 6 coin crashed. I'm not in it anymore. I'm not even in it. Well, what's the point of even being in it now if the fucking thing's not going to come out until 2027? People are... If it actually gets delayed even more... Because now they're saying November 2026, but it might get delayed even more after that. GTA 6 Premium Goy Slap. I'm a known Goy connoisseur. I'm a Goy consumer. I consume a lot of Goy product. I actually don't play much GTA. But I mean, for the coin, we want it to come out for the coin. For the Ethereum coin, of course. Conservative NP in Canada switched to Liberal Party, now only 2 seats short of majority. Oh, that's great. I'm sure there's no profit incentive involved in that in Canadian politics. We can tell. Yeah. You're gonna keep donating me $2. I mean, you keep giving. You're the one giving me money. I mean, let me play to the Goyim accepts the money. The Goyim says thank you. The Israeli disciple says, I'm very appreciative of the sense that I'm getting. Now, I actually got donated $300 like a few weeks ago. I got donated like 50 channel memberships once. Did you faint seeing Trump today? Why, what did Trump do? Should we be worried about midterms? No, it's boom or slap if they say to be worried. Don't worry about midterms. How do you worry about midterms when it's a year away? We can worry about them when it's 3 months away. That's the calculations you do. If it's a year away, I don't worry about it. If it's 1 month away, all right, now we have to look at all the polls and all this. We don't have to worry about it. Can't believe the guy who fainted was 59. He looked 75. Ouch. Now he did look old, I'll be honest. He's a old looking guy. Do you make more through ad revenue or donations? Well, for a period of time, if there's like a big event happening and you cover it live, like the Iran-Israel conflict, obviously I'm heavily team Israel. I wanted a massive regime change. All right, I'm playing into it now, but I mean, I made good money during like 2 weeks, and so I would make more money in donations. But no, I'm gonna make more money through the videos because I have evergreen videos, so they accumulate views every day. So you have like a baseline amount you can make because of the evergreen videos. Clipped. We'll send that to the Israeli donors. Maybe they're hiring. Boots on the ground, bro. We can't. You allow them to have a nuclear weapon? What is that? They're gonna bomb California. They're gonna nuke California. They get a nuclear weapon. I'll tell you. That would be the first place they target too. Can't allow it. Can't allow it. How much money did you make when there was a whale off? That was a one-time occurrence. That was a one-time thing. That was probably about $700, $800 I made because they took about half, but I made like $1,300 in total. Then they took about half of it, so I made about. YouTube took like 40% because that's what they do, or 30%. The legendary whale off, the orca verse. The great white shark. When a major event happens, you must be so happy knowing donations will be coming. Now, I really don't think about that, honestly, because it's not like I'm gonna make $20,000. That's not, it's not like I see a big pay increase, honestly. I mean, there might be a little increase, but it's not like, it's not, I mean, unless, I get more than I would project, but I mean, obviously when there's big news in general, whether it's a video or a live stream, you're going to get more viewers. That's just the reality of the news cycle. Will you ever do a vertical live again? Yeah, on Friday night. So maybe tomorrow, I'll do a vertical live. But what is the difference? The only thing is, people said it was like, oh, I was too close to the screen or something, or it was sexual. But I mean, the thing is I have to be able to read the actual screen. But I might set it up on a tripod. It'd probably look better if I set it up on a tripod. Taxes are probably a major pain. Yeah, I actually have a group that I pay monthly to do my taxes and handle that. There is a lot to it, and with the Rita stuff, it's so annoying. All this registration I have to do because what's the Dr. Oz clip? I think someone collapsed and Dr. Oz had to help him. Somebody fainted. Why did RFK leave the room? Did he have to pee? Yeah, I heard about that. They were talking about him leaving. What will you do for 1 million subs? It's hard to imagine. I feel like I'd have to probably change my content or improve my content or something, or hit like something in the algorithm to be able to reach 1 million subs, honestly. Or, I mean, honestly, you could probably get there with just politics. If I stay at it long enough, I could probably get there with politics. I mean, I'd have to start hitting some big videos. Next election cycle. Yeah, I mean, this election cycles, you gain a fuck ton. Dude, you do like polling videos and it gets 100k, 200k views. It's pretty insane. The election cycle is just... the videos go crazy on the election cycle. You have to do a 24-hour stream to hit 1 million subs. If I hit 1 million subs, yeah, the 24-hour streams don't even, you can't even do 24-hour streams. You can do 12-hour streams and then it cuts you off. I'd have to start a new stream after that. Stream playing the newest slot video game. Black Ops 7, actually. Wait, when did Black Ops 7 just come out? Doesn't it come out the first week of November? Dude, I played World War II multiplayer, Sledgehammer 2017 game. I got like a 4.5, or a 1.5. I got a gameplay I'm going to show you guys. It's pretty impressive. I mean, I had like a 2.5 KD. Comes out November 14th. That's pretty late, I feel like. Didn't they used to I thought they started moving it into October. November 14th seems pretty late. That's like halfway through the month. Yeah, I was never in Walmart today, buddy. Are you going to do a video on the tallest building in the world? Well, that's a random request. I'm not sure the point of that. All right, well, let me find the Dr. Oz thing, see if he administers CPR or something.
Creating high-value jobs. But today, we... Oh, you okay? Gordon, you okay?
Yeah. Trump was trying to help and then says, eh.
We're going to break away for just a moment as the White House addresses what appears to be a health emergency in the Oval Office. Our prayers go out.
Really? They're tracking canceled flights? Oh, is that because of a storm?
To that man, and we will certainly keep you updated and head back to the White House when the time is appropriate.
Great.
Go out on health emergency. We're going to break away.
Dude, RFK sees it. He sees him going down. He's like, no. I gave him something. I'm getting out of here. There's RFK. Hold on. RFK gets one glimpse at this dude collapsing, and he just dips.
Gordon, you okay?
Nah, I'm gone.
Yeah.
He's gone, bro.
We're going to break away.
You saw me at the Israel Influencers Convention, the Greater Israel Convention. The Greater Israel Convention coming to a town near you. Yeah, no, I think he was getting help. I think he had to have been getting help, but it looked funny just leaving. Did you see the clip of Trump just completely sleeping while Dr. Oz was talking? Wait, today? Is his? I'll try and find. Did that happen today, or was it a clip from a while ago? Doesn't surprise me. Today, it was Dr. Oz.
People can sleep again because they can breathe as when they go to bed. Folks whose knees don't hurt. People who don't have heart attacks, renal failure, dementia. All the
Dude,
things we know
well,
are
listen.
associated with obesity.
You know, it's from a faraway vantage point. I think he's probably not sleeping. It just shows him sleeping.
People can sleep again because they can breathe as when they go to bed. Folks whose knees don't hurt. People who don't have heart attacks, renal failure, dementia. All the things we know are associated.
Did they get any?
Has been investing in
People can sleep again because they can breathe as when they go to bed.
And it's just Dr. Oz rambling. What if Dr. Oz is like, President, can you please wake up? And he's like, sorry, doctor. Did you see another YouTuber's NPC content on election night? I don't know what that means. I know what NPC means, but I don't know what you mean by NPC content. He's talking about people sleeping. He's talking about zero energy level. Oh, and Trump gives him an example of it. Trump falls asleep. There's going to be a liberal influencer that's like, Trump falls asleep. Honestly, it is a funny clip. But it's only 3 seconds. They only show it for 3 seconds, so... Is Zcash boomer slap? Thoughts? Yeah, Zcash is boomer slap. It is. That's a top boomer coin. You might as well compare it to gold. Or maybe it's silver.
It is totally illegitimate and very specifically unchristian to attack people for their DNA. Like, I hate this group.
You wanted him to hear that.
We all have to hear that. And because that is the basis of Western civilization. Western civilization is derived from the New Testament. It is based on Christian ethics. And the core difference between the West and the rest of the world, not just Israel, but every other country, is that we don't believe in collective punishment because we don't believe in blood guilt. We don't believe that you were born guilty, and we also don't believe that you're born virtuous. We believe that God created every person as an individual. God did not create communities. Every woman gives birth to a human being, and every person has the spark of God inside him. I mean, that's what we believe as Christians. And every person has the possibility of redemption. And in my religion, the great human hero, in Christianity, Jesus is God in human form. But the great human hero in the New Testament is its primary author, Paul, who was Saul of Tarsus, who was the primary persecutor as a Pharisee of Christians. He was murdering Christians.
I wanted to see where he talked about Fuentes, but I don't think it's on here. The moon landing is coming back. Yeah, I saw that. I saw they're having they're landing on the moon. They need to do that because people think it's fake. Put life savings on Zcash. Good player now. Now I'd say Mogcoin is a good play. Or SPX 6800 or NSDQ. Can you believe Eric follows you? It's like Inception. We've come full circle. I mean, there is a little bit of a difference there.
My heart goes out to you.
Dude, Elon just wanted to see me get away with it. I mean, that's a traditional Roman salute. The initial Q shit was legit. I don't think it was ever legit. But I think I was too young for that, but I didn't follow it. Wasn't it on 8chan? To be fair, it's not the same thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's not the same thing at all. It's an aggressive Roman salute. Musk wanted a reaction. You know, he got a reaction. Some of the Jews defended him because of his wealth and influence. He wants infinite Indians. It's important for Tesla. It's important for business. So, you know, immigration is capitalism. You know, you think about something, you look at New York City, you look at Mamdani. It's kind of funny how capitalism created Mamdani in a way, because the only way Mamdani would be elected is through rampant immigration. And we know New York City's seen rampant immigration. What causes rampant immigration? Well, it's capitalism. You know, pure capitalism, capitalist greed of employers trying to hire as cheap as possible, bringing over foreign labor. And so it's interesting how it comes full circle with that. Yeah, the Q stuff was like a really boomer coded. It turned into that. But it was like, you know, originally I don't think that was what it was. But it turned into that for sure. And it was like, it was just so ridiculous. It's like you're waiting for a ferry to come down or something to save the day. It's like, that's pretty dumb. Did you see the Muslims on the street on New York the night he won? They were saying Islam is the right religion and they won't stop till it's in every home. Yeah, I know you get that right after they win, but I mean, you know, what do you really interpret that as? I mean, I think it's bad that he won, obviously, but I don't know if there's really going to be any of that. We'll see what happens. If anything, it might make people like more radical against that type of stuff if he does bad, if he flames out as mayor. So we'll have to see. Because, I mean, think about Eric Adams wasn't good. It's like you become mayor of New York City, especially how polarizing he is. I don't think he's going to do very well, man. I really don't. Like, the chances of him doing extremely well with all the negative media and press that's going to come out there is... The Groypers and America First supporters will show up and challenge Republicans in midterms in 26 and primaries in 28. Yeah, I mean, but they tried that in 24, remember? They tried that against Trump. It didn't work. I don't know. I know they say they've got more of support now, but, you know, I don't know. Technological advancement is capitalism. You think John Deere isn't capitalist? Well, no, the theory still makes sense. I mean, I think capitalism is better than socialism. I'm not trying to compare the two and say socialism is better. I'm saying a nuanced perspective. You understand that if you know, from a capitalist sense, that thrives off of immigration, thrives off of cheaper labor, higher margins. They were grilling Vance the other day. What kind of cookies? Baked sugar cookies. Ted Cruz is a neocon boomer. The Reagan cultists are in the chat. Well, actually, I am starting to think Reagan. I'm gonna have to go back on Reagan and look. I think Reagan might be getting a bad rap. You know, there's a lot of like contextualization that needs to happen with Reagan based on where the demographics were in the 80s. I know what happened with all the amnesty and stuff, but if you contextualize where the demographics were and kind of what he thought, I don't. He might be getting a bad rap. I know that's like the new based thing is Reagan was so pro-immigration and he's caused all of this and he was actually a bad president. Since I was the first to comment, can you play the Elon event? Well, I'll take a look at it because I do know you were first to comment. Where is it? I'll just go to Elon's channel page. Yeah, we're not doing this. Tesla annual meeting? You want to watch the shareholder meeting? Play some of it. You're like trying to lose me viewers. You're trying to lose me viewers with a suggestion like this. We're going to watch a shareholder meeting with a bunch of really rich people talking about the money that they made. Did they meet expectations? The shareholder meeting was just painfully boring. That's what I get recommended. And look at this. Play the Elon event. All right, I oblige. You were the first to comment. I'll go to it. It's a fucking shareholder meeting. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not so much. Maybe we shouldn't play this. Seems like Elon has been pretty quiet. It's hard to really know with Elon. I mean, politically, I guess he's been quiet. You know, he does this thing where he'll go in spurts of like calling shit out in Europe and saying, you know, immigration is bad and stuff. But other than that, he doesn't really say a ton. Well, he's been out of the administration too. The Elon robot. Optimus. Yeah, no, this is actually this is the meme. Yeah, this is the meme coin. What is it? Which one is this on? Oh no, this is the old one. This is an old one.
Are just dancing, but no wires. Those are actual robots.
These things are disturbing. Optimus. That's the robot name. Do you think if Reagan saw the demographics today, he would change it? That's the point of it. You have to contextualize it. There's no way he thought. And look, I have to go back and research it, because. But there's no way that Reagan thought the demographics were going to be what they were today. That's revisionist. It's like, ooh, Reagan wanted, white people to be 20% of the or like 50% of the population. I don't think that's not what it was. That was a one-time amnesty thing. Like, I don't want to overly defend Reagan, but I think a lot of this is like, it's like everyone just thinking the same thing and not really understanding the context. I mean, I'm not saying it's good hindsight looking back on it. I'm not saying what he did was good. It was definitely like a pure capitalist move. But remember, that was deemed catastrophic. We had 3 million illegal immigrants in the country. That's what they made. Those are the people that they gave citizenship to. And that was deemed catastrophic. Now we've got God knows how many. But they said, well, we've got so many illegal immigrants, we got to do something. Back in the 80s. I think the moon landing is real, honestly, I do. If they go back, they can go back to the moon and then people will be happy. Well, some people probably still wouldn't believe it, but... Kirk Herbstreit said Oregon is losing this week. That was a very weird clip. He whispered it. That was strange. I saw that. Kirk Herbstreit was like, Oregon's gonna lose. It's just very, very... Like, he's trying to be funny because it was an upset, but... Yeah, I picked Iowa to beat Oregon as well. So many illegals, just make them legal. Well, I mean, I don't know in terms of the deportation apparatus they had in the 80s, and also, I mean, the demographics were a lot different. It's like you make them legal, it's not really going to affect much. I mean, obviously, over time, with the amount of legal immigration we've had, it's affected it pretty significantly. You're tired of all the Groper talk? Yeah, because Tucker Carlson had Nick Fuentes on, so people talk about it more. And you're gonna have to wait before it dies down. You're gonna have to wait a little bit. But there's been a lot of Groypers that come into my stream. You got to start dooming. I mean, in terms of like the where the U.S. is, I don't think it's in a great spot. But I mean, you'll get socialists that say it's in a terrible spot as well. A lot of people say it's in a horrible spot for different reasons, for the opposite reasons, I guess. Eric Trump and the other girl taking questions. His wife, you mean? Yeah, this is the Israel question. I mean, I thought it was kind of a boring answer. But like none of these answers, the answers don't really achieve anything. But it's like this, it's like the baseline too. They always ask the baseline, then they reference something like the USS Liberty, and then Eric Trump says, well, it's because it's justified because all the Middle Eastern countries want to basically blow up the United States. Well, why would they want to blow up the United States? Maybe it's because we're giving Israel money. But I mean, they never get to that far into it, but keep the hot immigrants. Well, with the problem, there's some significant problems for men with relationships in the country. I know that. There are some problems. I mean, I'm not a big believer in that type of stuff. Yeah, I think with where we're at with dating, it's best to not do that. Drake and Josh theme one time. The Drake and Josh theme song? Yeah, I know. I know they bring up boomer talking points. But it's all surface level too. That's the other thing. Like these questions, the answers, the Q&As are always surface level. But that's like why Tucker Carlson switched. I think Tucker knew it was not really defensible. Were you once woke? No, I was never woke. I supported Trump in 2015 when I barely, I was barely knew anything about politics, but you wish Omar Fateh won? Accelerationism? No. I don't think it would have mattered either way, but were you once broke? Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't have much money like 4 or 5 years ago. I probably had $20. I had like $20 or $30, but that's kind of how it is. That's kind of how it is when you're 20 or 21. Full portfolio reveal. Honestly, my portfolio, I got to really I got to change some things in my portfolio. I got to use my other ledger to split up some of the funds. Antonio Brown, he's got CT. I think he's done. He's going to jail. You miss when they used to do presidential debates in front of a live audience? Yeah, well, the issue what happened with that is people would just constantly clap, and then it would slow the debate down significantly. I mean, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I think a live audience would be better for like a viewership standpoint, like viewing the debate. You want the live audience there to hear the reaction. It's like you want there to be when you're watching a football game or something, you want there to be a crowd there. Remember when they had the COVID stuff and it was like terrible to watch. If you're not investing, you're losing money. The clock is ticking. Yeah, no, I'm invested. I've been invested in crypto since 2017. I also have, some money. I really could just get a portfolio, but it's like maybe I'll get like a safer portfolio or something. I mean, investing right now is kind of insane, but I mean, I guess it's always at all-time highs, but you're investing at an all-time high. 2017, you should be rich. That's not how crypto works. No, it's actually very hard. There's the tons of people that invested in 2017 that didn't make it. There's people that invested in 2015 that sold Bitcoin for like $700, bro. We demand at least one crypto video per month. Yeah, you and 5 other people. That's the problem. No, I would have to do crypto videos constantly to try and grow that. I don't think it's worth it because it would probably destroy my algorithm if I tried doing that. Where's the full unedited Pentagon footage? That is the footage. It's the footage. That is the unedited footage. You know, it has a very low frame rate. You sold your Bitcoin when it was down at so many people sold it during the COVID crash. You know, COVID was, I mean, think about Bitcoin at $3,500 during the COVID crash. That was only 5 years ago. RJC? What is that, the Jewish fraternity event? Should I buy Palantir puts at 255? At 155? I don't know, man. Palantir is an overvalued company at this point. It's probably going to keep going up, though. It's intertwined with the U.S. government now, but I think that's kind of why it's so priced so high. Why was Pentagon targeted? Because it's an optics thing. They wanted to target it because it's like Central Command of the United States. Top 3 coins. I'm not. I mean, meme coins are regular coins. BitTensor is a really good AI coin, but it's really high in market cap. I don't know how well it's gonna do. Virtuals protocol, bunch of AI agents running on virtuals on base. Jesse Waters just kissed Erica Kirk now. Bullshit. Dude, what even is that?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Erica Kirk.
Why would the Shanksville footage exist? You know how rural that area is? I've been to Shanksville. Oh, God. No, I don't think that was on the lips. I don't think that was on the lips. Brett Cooper?
I do too.
Oh, this is the Patriot Awards. That's why Brett Cooper's there. I guess my invite got lost in the mail. No, but that's the Patriot Awards. That's the Boomer Awards. Fox News does that. I wonder who won what award. Does it matter now? She's single. I think people just want to read into it. Like, no matter how you react, it's such a horrible event, you know, and just how public of a assassination it was. Like, being real, no matter how she reacts, people are going to say it's weird. I guess unless she just, like, bawls her eyes out at every event. Like, let's be honest, that's what people are going to say. Oh, it's weird, she's this happy. Well, I mean, you can't be, like, sad 1,000% of the time if we're being honest. But people are going to say it's weird no matter what. Jesse Waters. I think Jesse Waters is married to someone, I believe. Yeah, she is doing a lot of these events, but I think this is that was like that's like a thing that Fox does every year, and obviously you're gonna go to that for Charlie Kirk. Jesse Waters is on his third wife. Well, that's just great. Just won Anti-Semite of the Year. Didn't Candace Owens win that award when the Israel lobby passes it out? Doesn't AIPAC pass that out? Brett Kerber told Randy Fine to go move to Israel if he loves it more than the U.S. Why do you think she left Daily Wire? Well, I think, to comment on that Daily Wire situation, I think Daily Wire kind of got a raw deal with that, honestly. Like, Brett Cooper, becoming a known commodity in media is an extremely challenging thing. When you get a show like that, because of Daily Wire's reach, you instantly become, she has revenue for life because the individual is what becomes successful. And that's what happened to Daily Wire. Is they give Brett Cooper this massive platform, which is really the most important thing to get is the platform. That's the hardest thing to achieve in media, as an influencer, is to get an actual platform. So they hand you the platform, and then it becomes the individual. And that's what happened to Daily Wire is the show, it was her, and then she leaves and she takes all the fans with her. And so she still is able to have this career. And then Daily Wire is left with, I don't know what happened with that situation, but just, how hard it is to gain viewers and stuff like that. When you're given a massive audience, it's so hard to build from nothing or from the ground up on YouTube or any social media. Candace is working with Israel to make Israel theories more hard to believe. Imagine somebody accused her of doing that. She'd get so angry. Oh, she would lose it. Somebody should accuse her of doing that. After all these months, we're back to asking to Drake and... Yeah, I remember that. After 5 months, we're back to square one. Arkansas football got a new coach. Who is it? Yeah, I can't capitulate to him. There's no way. I haven't done anything related to Drake and Josh at all. I'm not doing it.
How do you think? What letter grade would you give Donald Trump so far?
Well, as always, I just give him huge style points. He's just hilarious. He's just unbelievable. And he never gets credit for it, People always say Trump is always seeking credit for everything, but in my view, as a middle-aged man, every middle-aged man wants to be thought of as funny. And the core unmet desire in the heart of every long-married man is to have his wife laugh at his jokes. And of course, it doesn't happen. It can't happen. It's some rule of nature. It's like Sisyphus. The rock never gets to the top for some reason, but you keep pushing it. And I feel like Trump is a victim of that very, very sad, very rarely recognized syndrome. The unrecognized comedian syndrome. I think he's freaking hilarious. I just do.
He's amazing.
Yeah. I think sealing the borders is a wonderful achievement.
Yep. Yes.
I think, you know, you could argue both ways on sending troops to cities and how it was done and will it work or whatever, but just saying out loud that crime and disorder are the most basic enemies of civilization is so important. It's like, you can say you're civilized, but if your wife is getting mugged, if your kids are afraid to go to school, you're not civilized. You're living like animals. Even animals don't live like that. So just to have him say that is hugely reassuring to me and hugely important. Telling the truth is often more important than really doing anything.
Right. So that shows me that Tucker is still trying to, he's still trying to appease, and he still, has some type of a friendship with Trump. That was a very non-answer. I mean, he talked for like a half minute about how Trump was funny and then said that. I mean, the border is a win for Trump in terms of shutting it down for sure. But that was kind of like a non-answer. And I think he's trying to still be cordial with Trump. So he doesn't want to really say anything negative. And this is this is a really MAGA crowd. In your 20s, Drake used to have a house. Who, Drake Bell? Didn't he get in trouble for something? Drake Bell and Josh Peck. Tucker is ascending up the power rankings of influence. Yeah, I mean, even with his recent statements, probably more so, I would say. Drake was a PDF. Yeah, there was something about that. I remember seeing him on a Zoom court case or whatever. Daniel Larson, the crazy dude. I don't follow those stories about that. That is slop. Drake moved to Mexico. It cost cheaper cost of living.
I feel really blessed to be able to sit here with you today and just
oh man, and then Nick Fuentes reacts to this.
take accountability. I was dealing with some various issues, dealing with bipolar also. So it would take the ideas I had and have me take them to an extreme where I would forget about the protection of the people around me and myself.
Whoa.
So I wanted to come and take accountability. Sometimes with
the translator,
people aren't that knowledgeable about the bipolar and
this is just an awkward situation, man.
Or what causes it and the way you act when you have this disease. So it's like if you left the house and you left your kid at the house and your kid went and messed up the kitchen and messed up the garage and messed up the living room. Now when you get back, it's your responsibility because that's your child. And that's the way I look.
What is that?
Look at it. It's like I gotta go clean up the kitchen, I gotta clean up the living room, I gotta clean up the garage. Yeah, and it's
yeah, they're just gonna say he's on drugs. They're just gonna say he's on drugs. I mean, I don't know what's going on with who knows.
But Republicans are not campaigning in New York against socialism. They are campaigning nationally against socialism. And what they're saying is that the Democrats, I mean, don't fall for the bait. Is I guess what I'm saying to you guys. I shouldn't give you. I mean, I hope you fall for the bait, but don't fall for the bait of making Mamdani the face of your party, because the reality is that Abigail Spanberger won by a larger margin in Virginia than Zoran Mamdani won in New York last night. And by the way, he was running against another Democrat. Okay, that's how much he was disliked, right? I mean, he's running Andrew Cuomo, who's a deeply unpopular person in New York.
He sure is.
Won 800,000 votes in that race last night because there were so many Democrats who didn't like Zoran Mamdani.
Right.
So this idea that Zoran Mamdani is like overwhelmingly popular across the if you include a country that includes half of Republicans, not a city like New York, where perhaps 7 people are Republicans and like 3 of them voted for Curtis Sliwa in the end. Like, I'm sorry, it's not a representative sample. It's like saying that AOC is representative of the broad spectrum of American politics, and she isn't.
Fair enough.
No, it is 100% right in terms of Mamdani. He really didn't perform that well. You know, there was polls that said he was going to get like 57, 58% of the vote. He got 50.4% or something. They said he was going to win by 17 or 18 points. He won by 9 points. You know, in the liberalist state. Shapiro versus Fuentes boxing match. I think Shapiro's actually in better shape. That would be maybe they'll plan something like that. That would be good for the country. Remember Joe Rogan versus Liver King? Whatever happened to that? Maybe they got to plan these boxing matches. It'll help the country. Sam Hyde versus Hassan, that's another one, but Hassan won't do that one. Shapiro and Fuentes are both tiny dudes. Yeah, they're about 5'7", 5'6". What's your go-to meal? I don't know. I just get slop from I just go out and get slop from Chick-fil-A or Chipotle or Dairy Queen sometimes. Would you take a boxing match versus a liberal YouTuber for $1 million after tax and a year of training? I mean, I don't think boxing is really my thing. $1 million though, I mean, I don't see how we'd be able to make $1 million. And then people say I'm eating slop. That's like good food. It's good for you. That's good food for you. That'll fuel you for the day. DoorDash stream, please. Face your fears. Order DoorDash on stream. And then just, you know, the vetting process for DoorDash is not the best. I haven't had, the thing is, dude, you know, the DoorDash stock went way down, and then DoorDash is such a ripoff, man. It really is. It's like $10, and then there's a $4 fee just for a transition fee, and then there's another $3 fee for the tip. $5.7 make 110K. Bro, that's diabolical, man. That really is. That's one of the, I mean, I guess he's like, yeah, I put it in I put my salary in my bio. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, boy. So he said I make 110K in his bio. Did Trump comment on Cheney's death? Probably, but I didn't see it. It wasn't a very remarkable comment or notable comment. He was a whale. Do you cry when your mom was watching Candace Owens? Dude, I don't care what your mom watches on fucking TV or on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, money is probably the hardest. It depends how tall you are, but money is a big one. If you're making that much money at 22, that's better than I was doing. The general, no problem, man. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah, so this is the Twin Towers too. It's basically the exact same, but it's 5 floors taller. This is what Trump wanted to build in the early 2000s. And then you see these are the tridents that I assume, yeah, these were the recovered tridents that they were going to reposition with the world flags in the middle. I don't know why they had the world flags in the middle. These look like different type of office buildings that would have been built. Like this would be 4 World Trade Center, 5 World Trade Center, 6 World Trade Center. Maybe the Marriott gets rebuilt right there. What was the troll? The old dude that kept asking about Palantir? Klaus Schwab? That was a while ago. There's no way they're rebuilding. They're not rebuilding the Twin Towers. It's too late for that. Yeah, the picture of Trump. The secretary rushed to get medical assistance while the others attended to the man. You ghoul. I mean, he did leave. He's out, man.
And creating high-value
RFK's
jobs.
gone.
But today, Gordon, you okay?
He went to get help. And then the picture of, and then there's just Trump. Trump just looking down with a scowl. Trump does not look happy.
Job.
Dr. Oz, the real doctor. Dr. Oz bodies RFK. Yeah, this dude had a poop documentary or something from India, but now he says he's not releasing it. His family got doxxed by Indians. Browse 4chan. 4chan is it's a bad interface to look at. Man, look at how rusted that that the thing is rusted to shit. Could you get a Lego set that big of the Twin Towers? Would you build it on stream? Of that model? Then no, that would be a probably like a 50 or 60,000 piece set. So I don't think that would really be. I mean, you could get it maybe, but you'd have to custom buy everything and stuff. It'd be a ton of money.
Now for 2 years to talk to you, to tell you that I'm also a super genius like yourself.
Okay.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not sure I'm one, but all right.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm just saying serious. This is to all benefit of Tesla shareholders in the world. I am a capitalist like yourself. I am also a level 2 stage. I've been waiting for 10 years now for someone to give me a second look, a full second look. And if they did, they would see a very advanced mind in front of them. So I'm asking you today, can you give me a second look?
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure what a second look in what I'm not sure in what regard.
I would like to come on board as vice chairman of Tesla.
Oh, that's mean.
Well, we don't really have a vice chairman spot, but yeah, I mean, I think that's you know, yeah, I don't think I'd have to say no. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I can also apply for a future CEO position, but I would at least I would like to come on the board of directors. I apologize. Is it to the benefit of Tesla shareholders?
I think we need to move on to another question. My apologies.
What did he get, like Botox or something? Elon, I'm talking about.
I apologize. Thank you for your time.
All right.
Hello, Mr. Musk. I know that your long-term goal is
now for 2 years to talk to you, to tell you that I'm also a super genius like yourself.
Okay.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not sure I'm one, but all right.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm just saying serious. This is to all benefit of Tesla shareholders.
This old
in the
dude?
world. I am a capitalist like yourself. I am also a level 2 stage. I've been waiting for 10 years now for someone to give me a second look, a full second look. And if they did, they would see a very advanced mind in front of them. So I'm asking you today, can you give me a second look?
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure what a second look in what I'm not sure in what regard.
I would like to come on board as vice chairman of Tesla.
Yeah, I don't think he's trolling. That's good. That's like that's like if me and my fans had a meetup and then they talk to me. That's kind of what would happen, I think. That's like the Minecraft events. Yeah, Trump has a bad favorability.
The first transaction by a president on the Bitcoin protocol. History.
They just made the first transaction in Bitcoin.
This was from like 5 months ago or 7 months ago. Dude, like, what is this? This is the ultimate boomer slop of the day. Tucker Vance. Like, what even is this? What is even the insinuation? It's Chris Christie. Chris Christie right here. Dude, I'd like to find that clip. I don't think I'd be able to find it. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to find it. Maybe just search him. Bro, where is that clip? Oh, man. Nah, I can't find it, honestly. Should I tell my crush, I want your resources? I want your resources. I love you. Yeah, do like a do a little song to her. Do a little romantic song.
So many dear friends, so many people I love, so many incredible colleagues. I see Mike Waltz. Mike, I'll hit you up on Signal later. Too soon? Come on.
You remember that fake? Remember that fake thing with Signal? And they tried to say it was the worst breach. They said it was an intelligence breach, and it was a joke. When was the last time you smoked weed? Like 5 years ago. Probably. Do you read video comments, or is it only the live videos you read them still? Yeah, I don't read a ton of the video comments, but I will occasionally read or gaze at some of them, like the top ones. I guess I'll look at them. Is it true that Trump is losing popularity with young men? What are your thoughts? Yeah, well, trust me. I mean, I'm a young man, and so Trump has a lot of popularity with young guys. Because I know I'm a young man, so I can tell you. Your box needs to be smaller. You mean my webcam? You want the webcam smaller? I mean, maybe I should make it smaller. I don't know. It's better to not smoke weed. Yeah, don't smoke weed. There's no point. I never did that stuff. What's your favorite thing Trump did this week? Probably when he fell asleep. That was an epic moment for him. Pre-workout is better than weed. Even pre-workout is just a bunch of caffeine. I mean, I guess I used to take pre-workout, so I can't hate on it too much. I ate 300 milligrams. Chester County election is, I know, dude. I've heard about that. I don't think people are really into that type of stuff when they claim voter fraud. From what I saw, what they were saying is, oh, it's such an abnormal amount of people that are voting in New Jersey. From what I saw, was that the one, New Jersey? Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't think people really buy that because of what's already happened and nothing ever happens with it. OAN's Chanel. I don't know who that is. I won't be able to tell you. Yeah, there's no way I could take an edible. Not after. DMT, never had DMT. That's Joe Rogan's drug. He should market it. LSD. I think I would have real issues. I have like an anxiety problem and stuff like that. I think I'd probably have some serious. It would probably really have some brain issues. I feel like you have to be strong minded to take that type of stuff because it's more about internal thoughts and it exposes your psyche and stuff like that. I think I would really struggle with it. Remember the mathematical thing? Ben Ford's law in 2020 apparently approved the 2020 election was a fraud. Well, yeah, and there was a lot of really peculiar things in terms of the 2020 versus every other election and who won certain bellwether counties and things like that. It was pretty insane. I wonder if they would actually do a documentary on that, like somebody reputable would do a documentary on that because it is interesting. I mean, you could say, well, it's just all these people voted because it was like everyone wanted to because it was COVID and stuff, but that doesn't even make any sense. Like, why would more people vote with COVID? Literally everything went down in participation, lower viewership everywhere on everything because of COVID, lower consumer spending, lower everything. But then everyone goes to vote. I mean, I guess because of the fucking mail-in, but wins out, makes Big Ten champ. Oh, hell no. There's no way. Not again with Ohio State. How's your gym return been? It's been a struggle. It's been a struggle. I did do a chest workout. My chest got really sore. I should do a chest workout. Are you getting back to the gym? Yeah, I am a little bit. Link to his... Yeah, does anyone have a link for a baseball player? Anyone have a link for a baseball player for the Discord? Why a struggle? It's just I'm struggling to wake up at the proper time to be able to go to the gym, and I'm struggling with other things. Try walking 10,000. No, you're right. Walking 10,000 steps, you really got, unless you have a job where it's very, you're mobile and you have to constantly walk. You have to really be intentional to be able to hit 10,000 steps. It's not a small number. I used to work at when I was younger, a growery, like a landscaping place. I'd get like 25, 30,000 steps. I get like about maybe a good 2,000 steps in nowadays. Maybe 1,000. Maybe 2,000, maybe 2,500 if I really want to push it. If I really want to push myself. No, I'm in good shape. Do you guys still believe in the Republicans for 2026? Well, I mean, I wouldn't take too much stock into the 2020 into those were 2 elections. Those were not a lot of elections. Try swimming. Swimming is very challenging. It take a long time to build up. I would be dead tired probably after a half lap swimming. That's just how it is. It's a full body exertion exercise. Thoughts on Randy Fine? I'd like to have his workout program. This is the picture. This is the picture. This picture, my God. Oh my goodness. What is Trump doing? How could Trump do that? And then it gets 38K, just boomer libs. The picture, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Trump, don't anger Trump. Don't anger the should I tweet out this photo and then in the caption say don't anger the boss? People might not get it though. Don't anger daddy. Oh. Yeah, they had to move his legs, I guess. I don't know. It does look like he's photoshopped into it. This photo, this picture, my God.
Thank you, press. Thank you, press.
About Nancy Pelosi?
Nancy Pelosi's
I
retirement.
think she's an evil woman. I'm glad she's retiring. I think she did the country a great service by retiring. I think she was a tremendous liability for the country.
And on Dick Cheney.
I thought she was an evil woman who did a poor job, who cost the country a lot in damages and in reputation. I thought she was terrible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, press.
Thoughts on 3i Atlas images suppressed by NASA? Is that true? The images of it are being suppressed? People think it's a alien ship? I'd have to look into it. Make a tier list of latest Benny Johnson thumbnails. That would be a challenge. AI slop. Mass deportation now. Yeah, we wanted mass deportation, so I don't know why people are bitching. That's what we voted for. Alright, guys, that's going to do it for this live stream. I'm going to end it there. I will see you later. Maybe I'll do a vertical stream tomorrow. I'll have to see if I'm up for it. We're getting Superman before GTA. We're getting everything before GTA 6. Everything. Just not from your bed. Yeah, it might have to be from my bed. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to set something up, maybe. Because it's hard to hold it up the whole time. My camera, that is. Or my iPhone, I should say. How's the weather? The weather was pretty cold, honestly. It's pretty cold. I'll stream from outside. Stream from outside. All right, guys. I'll see you later. I appreciate the attendance.